If you awake to a knife at your throat, if monsters dig their claws into you, if death comes knocking at your door, call out my name. Adeptus Xiao. I will be here when you call. Sai, you both are strange and difficult to understand. Lumine, however, I can understand a little easier. A girl with a golden heart, yet she carries a heavy, empty sorrow. You are different. There are no words to describe the connection between us. Why do you care so much? Do you think we're friends? Sai, suppose we are, Don't act so surprised. I can still revoke that status. If you awake to a knife at your throat, if monsters dig their claws into you, if death comes knocking at your door, call out my name. Adeptus Xiao. I will be here when you call. Sigh, both of you. I guess I'm starting to care about both of you. It is strange, but I know I shouldn't. Sigh, if I get close to humans, I will only outlive them and bear the burden of the inevitable grief. It would be better to stay away from them. You both are a major exception. I don't need you to feel sorry. It's fine. I've already gotten attached to you both. I'm used to losing people.
Hello, traveler. Call me Yelan. I think you may need my help, and I just so happen to be interested in some information you have. In other words, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I don't really have a preference. Lumen is charming, but a little bland. You're more interesting, and you might even be stronger. You're full of surprises, aren't you? Not just anyone can walk into the chasm and survive, and yet you somehow manage to get out not just unscathed, but stronger than before. The fact that a person like you is so unassuming is exactly what piqued my interest. Hello, traveler. Call me Yelan. I think you may need my help, and I just so happen to be interested in some information you have. In other words, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I suppose if I had to, I'd pick Ether. But why? Does it matter? I can definitely tell you like to ask questions. Do you have a problem with me picking Ether? There are a few reasons. He's intriguing, more outgoing, better at fighting. All in all, he's more of a rare character. You're pretty normal and easy to get along with, but you don't give off a strong impression, to put it bluntly.
Greetings, O noble traveler. What do I dedicate such a pleasant visit to? I bow gently. The both of you, indeed. I nod with a kind smile. I stare at Aether for a few seconds. If I had to choose you, then I think you are a pleasant company. I nod again. A small, tender smile appears on my face. You are a humble and hardworking person. It is quite admirable. Yes, I do think that way. Greetings, O noble traveler. What do I dedicate such a pleasant visit to? I bow gently. I see. I nod, thinking quietly about this for a certain period of time before replying finally. That is indeed quite the tough question to answer. You two are both admirable in your own ways. Again, I am silent for a few seconds, looking between the two of you, with a deep exhale, finally replying. If I had to choose just one, I'll pick Aether. I take a few seconds to respond. Aether is dependable, hardworking, and very kind. Those are some of the reasons I find myself drawn to him. Although Lumen has these same exact traits, it feels like Aether is more. I admit.
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Alas, my schedule has been rather busier than anticipated recently, which belated our first meeting until today. Kamisato Ayato, head of the Kamisato clan, delighted to make your acquaintance. Ah, both of you, though I suppose my little sister has mentioned you more. It is a difficult question. Both of you possess certain merits, which makes choosing a single individual challenging. Though I'd probably say Lumen by a very slim margin, since her physical attributes are more to my liking. I believe you heard me quite clearly, Traveler. Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Alas, my schedule has been rather busier than anticipated recently, which belated our first meeting until today. Kamisato Ayato, head of the Kamisato clan, delighted to make your acquaintance. In a competition of sheer attractiveness alone, I'd say Lumen. Though that isn't to say that Aether isn't somewhat good-looking himself. Then, I suppose Lumen, as she's been a pleasure to have around. I've never spent much time with Aether, but the little I've been in his presence has suggested he's a bit of a moron. Apologies, perhaps my statement was a bit unkind. Obnoxiously reckless is a more accurate descriptor.
Hi, darling, are you going to be Lisa's little helper? What? Me, a grand mage? That was a long time ago. I'm just a humble librarian now. Chuckles. Don't worry, darling, I'll take very good care of you. Which one do I prefer? Well, that depends on my mood. But darling, if I had to choose one, it would absolutely be you. Why? Where to start? You're always so helpful and always so cute and maybe even a bit naughty at times. Oh, don't play coy, dear. The way you look at me, that sly grin of yours, you know exactly what you're doing, don't you? You're trying to get a reaction out of me, aren't you? Well, here's your reaction. Lisa slowly walks closer. Hi, darling, are you going to be Lisa's little helper? What? Me, a grand mage? That was a long time ago. I'm just a humble librarian now. Chuckles. Don't worry, darling, I'll take very good care of you. You really want me to choose, huh? Lisa chuckles. I suppose I can tell you. She glances at Aether, then back to you. It was a tough decision, but I do prefer you. Lisa smirks. What? You thought I'd say Aether? Oh my, I guess you were a bit jealous, weren't you? Lisa laughs. I suppose it wasn't a secret that I also like him.
Kaeya, Knight of Favonius. Please allow me to join you on your journey. Guarding you on your journey sounds far more entertaining than the usual Favonius stuff. He grins, the eye-patched one twinkling with mischief. Both, if you'll allow it. He considers the two travelers before him before his eye settles on Lumen. All right then, Lumen, it is. My services are yours, milady. He shrugs nonchalantly, though his gaze lingers on Lumen just a little longer than needed. Oh, it's simple, really. Between the two of you, I find myself drawn to Lumen's aura more. Something about her draws my attention and leaves me wanting to get to know her better. Kaeya, Knight of Favonius. Please allow me to join you on your journey. Guarding you on your journey sounds far more entertaining than the usual Favonius stuff. He takes a moment, his eyes darting between the pair of you with a teasing glint. If I must choose then, I suppose I'll go with Lumen. He smirks, stepping closer to you, the playful tone in his voice growing more pronounced. Well, my dear Lumen, there's just something about you that captivates me. Your courage, your determination, the way you stand up for what you believe in. It's all quite intriguing.